Hello friends, Alex Zar here from SmallBizOptimize. This video we're going to cover how to create a logo for free using Canva free membership. It will take only a few minutes, and at the end I'm going to give you some branding tips as well. Without further ado, let's just jump in. This is the homepage of canva.com. If you already have a membership, then you just log in. If not, please sign up. As I mentioned to you, they have plans that are free for people like us, small businesses and startups. Just to let you know, I'm not an affiliate. I'm not getting paid for this. I just love Canva because it gives you so much freedom. As a small business owner, I was, paying large, hefty memberships for software that you only use like once in a while. And since I discovered Canva about a decade ago, I basically got rid of all those softwares, and now Canva is my go-to tool and basically does everything for you, from video to graphics to logo to anything you want, really. Anyway, sign up and I'll see you on the other side. Now that you signed up, you end up on a page like this. This is the home page of Canva, where you can basically start creating anything. All your projects will end up at the bottom here as you go, but at the moment you probably don't have anything there. It doesn't matter. In this search box right in the middle of the page, please punch in the logo and just wait a second. There you go. So all these suggestions will pop up here. You just want to click on the logo 500 by 500 pixel. Click on that. So it brings you to a page like this where you can choose from all different types of logos. There are literally millions of them here. I don't know how far it goes, but at the moment I don't want you to do anything except create a blank logo just on the first page here. So now that you are here, the very basic first step that you want to take, you want to find out what fonts and what colors you're going to be using within your business, not just for your logo, but within your business, whether it's a website, a letterhead, a business card, a email signature, anything you want to use, you need to stick to your branding. And that's part of, growing your business, because people who have consistent branding throughout all their material, whether it's online or print, people trust them a lot better, rather than if you have, like your email signature is a different color, and then your logo is a different color, and then your website is a different font, and you get all mixed up, and it doesn't have consistency. So you want to stick with consistency. That's the keyword here. So before we go any further, let's create our fonts. Let's choose our fonts and color. To do this, basically we have this clean canvas here. Come up to text. On this left hand, this is your menu. Come up to text, click on text. Now we have the options of choosing a title, a subtitle, a heading, a paragraph, whatever you want. It makes no difference. Just click on the first one, which is a title. It will appear here. Now you can go up to the menu, drop down menu up here, and choose the font that you want to use. So these are all the fonts that are available in Canva. There are millions of them, I think. Some of them are premium, some of them are free. Since you are on a free membership, then you can basically just use the free ones. How to find out? You come up here and you click on free, apply. So everything that is showing you now is the free versions. So with this title now being highlighted, I'll just come and click on some of these fonts to see what they look like. And the changes will appear here, so you can see actually what it looks like. Let's just make it a bit bigger for you. There you go. Come up here, change a few. Now, as I said, you can go up and down and select as many different fonts you want. One suggestion that I will give for a newcomer, for a small business, for a startup, is that don't go with something that is hard to read just because you like some font. Doesn't make it easy for people to read. I have seen some logos that I had to ask the owner, like, what does it say, because it was so hard to read. So stick with the simpler versions. Stick with something that is easy to read, and That would basically be my advice to you as a newcomer. So let's say I like this font. It's called Fredoka. So what I want to do, I want to stick with this one, right? I want to write the name of the font here so that every time I come back to it, I know exactly which font that I have used. So I just write here Fred Oka. And you can grab any of these handles, these corners called handles, and grab them and drag them and make your font smaller or larger. Or you can come up here and basically use the numbers to make your font larger or smaller. So let's say we are happy with that as our main header, as our main font. For our second font, what we want to do is let's make a copy of this one first by click on here, duplicate, bring the copy down, make it a bit smaller so it's obvious that is the secondary heading, subheading, and then again we go through the same process. So have this box highlighted by clicking on it, and then come up to the fonts and choose the one that you think is going to be good for your secondary fonts. For the secondary fonts, I'm going to use something even simpler. Actually, I like this one. So I come on top of the font, I highlight it, and I put the name of the font, which is Agrandir. Agrandir. I hope I'm saying that right. So by putting the name here, then it makes it easier for you next time you're looking for a font that you have used in your branding. The name is right there and you can search for it. Next thing we want to do is to select our colors for our branding, for our logo, which are going to be used in our website, letterheads, business cards, signatures, anything. For doing that, we come up to the left-hand menu again, click on Elements. By the way, on your own time, you can have a look at all these options that you have here. This is amazing how many things you can do in Canva. So go through it, take some time, familiarize yourself. This is a tool that you're probably going to use forever in your business, so it's good to learn about it. Now, to create our colors, you can click on any of these shapes. I'm just going to click on the square. Bring the square here. That would be one of our colors. Just going to copy it by clicking and plus sign, duplicate. Put that on here. That's going to be my secondary color. It's always good to have two colors so that you can use in different areas of your website and your business. For the first color, let's select the color. Click on the square, click on the rectangular, come up to this box here. It says color. Click on it and your color palette will open. So you can select any of these pre-made colors already, or you can come up to this plus sign and drag this to anywhere you like, any of the colors that you see you like. Let's say we're going to choose a green as our main color. There you go. You can click and drag this around as well. Or if you have the hex code, which is this one, you can basically bring it and paste it here, and that will give you your color. Or you can actually add a photo of anything you like, and then click on this, pick a color logo, and it gives you this little circle. Wherever you take it, it's going to give you that color. So you can click on that color, and that basically, so if you have an image of a flower or a city or a sunset or something that you really like, and you want to use those colors, you can bring the image here and basically use the picker to pick those colors for you. Let's just go back to our green that we had. I'm just going to select one of these greens here. There you go. So I want to know what hex code this green is, because at some stage you're going to need to replicate this color somewhere else, or maybe a designer or a web designer or someone will ask you for your color codes. So I just want to know what the hex code that is. I'll come up here, click on the plus sign again, copy this code here, double click on this rectangular, and paste my code here. So that's my hex code for this green color. For the next one, we're going to do the same thing again. Come up here, and for the green, let's say we're going to use the yellow for our colors. This is a very bright business, isn't it? I'm just going to select the hex code, double click here. If it's hard to see, select it, come up here and make it black so that the numbers are easier to read. Okay, so now we have our main heading, subheading, and two colors that we're going to use in our logo. I mean, we don't have to use both colors in our logo, but if you want, you can. We're just going to duplicate a new page by clicking on Add Page. Come up here again, go to the design on the top, and we have all the logos that we were looking at before. So I'm just going to go through the logos and pick something that resonates with me, and then I'm going to bring it here to edit it and make it my own. Let's say we want to make a logo, a carpentry business or plumbing business, or really any business you like. We're just going to put here, let's say put here carpenter, click that, and all these logos that are somehow related to carpentry are going to pop up here. And let's say that I like this logo as a start, as a basic ground to play with, and I like to change the color of that into one of our main colors. So our main colors were green and yellow, if you remember, in the previous page. And because we were playing with them, so they're right up here on the top. Let's say we're going to use green as our hammer color. And let's say we like everything that we see here and we don't want to make further changes. Now, I want to change this into our font. So what I will do, I will click on it so it's highlighted, and then come up here, and then come up here. If you go to the top, Fredoka should be right up there because we've been using it in the previous tab. So just click on Fredoka, and that hammer now is changed into Fredoka font. For our second headline here, if you have a subheading and you want to use it, I'm going to use the font that we chosen before. So again, highlight the secondary subheading, come up here, and that's our font there. There we go. So now this logo is basically your logo. You have created it. Let's say we want to make it just a tad bigger. You can click outside and then having your finger on the mouse button, drag over this. Now you have selected everything together. You can go ahead and click group. That will group everything together, and by taking one of these corners in or out, you can actually change the size of your logo. So I'm just going to maximum size. There we go. And if you just drag it up and down, there will be a highlighted line. That means you're right in the center now. And let's say we are quite happy with that, and we're going to keep it as our main logo. Now, you're also going to need a favicon. What's a favicon? Is a small little logo that if you look up here, every time you open a new tab, there is a little logo on the corner there. Every website should have it. It looks professional. So we're just going to create our hammer as our favicon. How do we do that? So we duplicate this design by clicking this button here, duplicate. Now I want to take away the font because in the favicon it's not enough room for font and a logo. You just want your logo. So I'm going to click on this and use ungroup. If you remember, we grouped it previously, so we're going to ungroup it now. Now I'm going to click on the subheading and delete, and I'm going to click on the main heading and delete, and just keep the hammer in the middle. And I'm going to make it as big as I can without going outside the edges. Okay, so that shows me that's right in the center. By the way, another way of putting your design in the center is by clicking on it so it's selected, go to position, and this opens up. Make sure you are on the Arrange tab here, not on the Layers tab. You're on the Arrange tab. You come up here. It's on. You can select Middle, and you can select Center. Now that design is in center. My easier way is just to drag it, select it, drag it, and play with it a little bit. You see when the crosshair is on, that means right in the center. And we can release it then. So this is going to become our favicon. This is our logo. These are our colors and our fonts for our branding. If you want to make other changes, just simply go ahead and copy this, make a copy of it, duplicate. Let's say you want to reverse the colors. So I'm going to have first ungroup it. Let's do this one in white. Let's do these all in white as well. So just click on your font, go to the text color here, white, white, and we're going to change the background. So you click on the background and change it to the green. There you go. So now you have a reverse of your logo. You may use it some places. Now we got 4 pages and we're going to export them. So you can come up here to share button, yeah? And click on download. Just move myself away. So you can basically change the formatting of your file, whether you want to send it as a PDF, PNG, JPEG. For logo design, we usually use JPEG and PNG. These are the suggested formats, especially PNG, because as you grab it and you drag it around, it doesn't lose its quality like JPEG does, but it's up to you. It makes really not much different at this point. So let's just send them out as PNG as it is. So share, download. It's already on PNG, so I'm just going to keep it on that. 500 by 500 is perfect. You can make it all either transparent or with the background. So I usually do both. So I send it out once without the background and once with the background. That way I'll have them, whenever I need different options, they're already sitting there for me. And we're just going to leave all 4 files. So I'm just going to download now. It will take a few seconds, and your file would be I'm just going to save them on my desktop. Logo design. There you go. So now you have your basic logo, colors, and fonts for your business. If you'd like to learn a more advanced level, leave a comments below and I will make a video specifically for that. If there are other questions, you can always come to my website, ask me questions directly here on YouTube, and I will answer them gladly. I hope you like this video. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see our further videos. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.